I'd like to show you now are some abdominal exercises for your abdominal muscles. Just a few to give you some ideas as to what you can do on your own. First one is just a regular crunch. This one you're going to be on your back on the floor. You have your hands behind your head. You can clasp them this way if you like, or just let them rest one over the top of the other. Your elbows will be back, your chin will be out of your chest, feet flat, knees bent. Working the abdominal muscles right in here. Just going to do a basic crunch, where I crunch up high enough to get my shoulder blades off the floor, and then back down. You don't have to tap your head to the floor each time. Once again, the hands are behind the head, up, down. Each time you go up, you want to breathe out. That's going to flex your abs a little bit harder. Breathing out, in, out, in. Chin staying out of the chest. I'm not pulling on my head, keeping my elbows back, not coming forward with them like this. Just crunch up, down, up, down. Breathe out, in, out, in. Okay, so there's a basic crunch for you. Next one, we'll do basically the same thing, only I'm going to elevate my feet off the floor with the knees bent, kind of a 90-degree angle right here, crunching up the same way. You may feel the lower abs recruited a little bit more in this exercise with the feet off the floor and the knees bent. So once again, breathing out, in, out, in, out, in. Basic crunch, once again, feet off the floor, knees bent here. Either one of those exercises, you can go 10, 15, 20, 30 repetitions. Keep in mind, once you start to get higher than 30 repetitions, you probably aren't focusing enough mentally on the abdominals. If you're getting up there to 50, 75, 100, my thought is that you need to be flexing a little bit harder in the abdominal area in order to get more out of the exercise. You keep crunching over and over and over. You're spending a lot of time wasted on doing abs when you could be focusing more and doing a smaller number. So there's a basic crunch, and then a crunch with the feet off the floor, knees bent. Now we're going to do a seated exercise. This may or may not be something you can do, but it's essentially seated on the floor and a knee raise. Take my feet off the floor, knees to the chest. I'm going to breathe out, in, out, in, out, in. Working the abs, get the lower abs a little bit more. Getting the low back in there as well to help you balance your torso while you're suspended with the feet off the floor. Out, in, out, in. I hold my hands here. You can put them wherever you want, but if you place them right in here, you'll feel your abs flex. Breathing out, out, out. That way you get a little more intensity as far as flexion goes with the abdominals while you're doing the exercise. So we've done the regular crunch on your back, we've done a regular crunch on your back with the feet off the floor, knees bent, and then this seated knee raise essentially is what it's called. So there's 3 quick exercises for you to do anywhere, anytime, any place, as long as you've got a surface that's comfortable to lay down on. Okay, thanks.